We'll try that again. For these few precious moments, we put aside the cares of the day, the worries of the world, and we let ourselves be held in this community of faith. Let us breathe in peace and breathe out love. Come, let us be together in worship.
In a spirit of reverence, we acknowledge that we gather this morning on the land of the Kumeyaay. As we light this candle, we affirm our commitment to cultivate meaningful relationships with the people of this land and to work together for justice and equity. On this second week of Advent, we light 2 candles for peace. The words for our Advent candle readings come to us from the Reverend Elizabeth Barish Brown. Spirit of life, help us to light the way toward justice, to be a candle in the window, a star in the night sky, a way to find the path that leads us in the ways of peace. In the true belief that someday this world can become a beloved community that holds us all in care, we light this candle of peace.
Good morning. Welcome to the First Unitarian Universalist Church of San Diego, where we worship each Sunday in the South Bay, in Hillcrest and online. Our mission is to create community, nurture spiritual growth, and act on our values to help heal the world. I'm Brian Kogo. I use the pronouns he, him, and él in Espanol, and I serve as a member of your Board of Trustees. If you are visiting, I want to extend to you a special welcome. I invite you to fill out the visitor form in your order of service and return it to the welcome table on the patio. If you are joining us online, you can also fill out a visitor form at the link on the live stream page or in the YouTube service description. We would love to connect with you. If you've been coming for a while and are starting to feel like this is your spiritual home, we invite you to consider becoming a member of this beloved community. You can learn more about becoming a member at the welcome table or by contacting Valeria Aguilar, our membership coordinator.
Welcome to this space. Bring all of who you are and all the beauty of languages, cultures, and skin tones that come together in your uniqueness. You are welcome here. In all of the ways you express and experience gender, you are welcome here. In the beauty that is whom you love and how you love, you are welcome here. In all the ways that you live, move, and experience your embodied self, you are welcome here. With all of the religious and ethical traditions that inform your spiritual life, you are welcome here. Together, may we live into our shared values with love at the center. Welcome.
We invite you to rise in body or in spirit and join us in singing our church hymn and reciting our church aspiration.
Today, we recognize those who have chosen to join our spiritual community at First UU San Diego in a formal way. As we welcome them into membership, we are also reaffirming our covenant to one another in this community. Some new members have been active UUs at other congregations. Some have been involved here for a time and are becoming members now, and others have only recently discovered Unitarian Universalism. All have unique stories and bring vital, fresh energy to our congregation. Will these new members please come forward? Michael Lofts, Sharon Willoughby, DeLuke Smith, Sue Ann Mead, Jim Hubbard, Trinette Landry. Will the congregation now recognize our new members by reading the passage of welcome shown on the screen? To those of you who are now joining our religious community as new members, we extend a warm welcome and our blessings. May the journey we take together nurture and enrich our lives.
I would like to invite any children or youth who would like to come up and help me pass out some gifts to our new members. Oh, come on down. So, friends, I'm going to ask you each to take one flower and give it to one person, and we have to give it to a different person, so we make sure everybody gets one. Got it? Somebody else. Oh, and stay up here with me because we're not done yet.
From all ages, we make you work here. This congregation offers many blessings to our members, friends, and wider community. We offer a place to worship, to explore your spiritual paths, to be comforted and offer comfort, to work toward justice, and to connect to a community of many loving hearts and open minds. To our newest members, we also honor the blessings that you bring to this community with your unique gifts, hopes, and life experiences.
Now, will the new members please join in reading as the congregation reaffirms its covenant of membership? For those of you standing in the front, there's monitors right in front of you where you can read the words. As members of the First Unitarian Universalist Church of San Diego, we respect the honest truth and meaning in all persons and all religions. We strive to accept differences as opportunities for growth in religious life. We celebrate and honor our common faith with a shared commitment to enhance the quality of life for all. I present to you the newest members of First Unitarian Universalist Church of San Diego.
And now that we're members, we're gonna put you to work. So I'm gonna ask the children and youth to stand up and join you in leading the congregation in our affirmation. We'll say it first in English and then in Spanish. We are Unitarian Universalists, a people of open minds, loving hearts, and welcoming hands. Somos unitarios universalistas, personas de mentes abiertas, corazones amorosos, y manos que dan la bienvenida. And I would like to invite any children or youth who would like to join me and the flowers that I know you're eager to take for our groups. You got it? All right.
Hello again. I'm Matt Kaplan, a member of the congregation. My pronouns are he and him. And here we go again. You have one last chance to be part of one of the small congregational conversations, which are a very important step in the process of considering whether to call Reverend Kristen as our associate minister. That chance is after service today, beginning at 11:30 in the common room. And we have lots of room. We can even break up into 2 groups, and I hope there will be enough of you who decide to attend to justify that. I have already helped to facilitate 3 of these. They have been wonderful and very affirming of all that we are about in this congregation. And I dare say, I think anyone who attends today is likely to have the same experience. I also want to remind you that on February 8th, that's when this will all culminate in what I suspect will be a vote on whether to go ahead and call Reverend Kristen as our associate minister. There has been some misunderstanding. We do need a 35% quorum according to our bylaws. And we hope as many people as possible will come here for that vote, that congregational meeting after service on the 8th. And again, we promise that you'll be out way before the kickoff for the Super Bowl. But if you would prefer to participate online, there will be a Zoom session and you will be able to vote live at that time and you will be counted toward the quorum. Reverend Justine has wanted me to remind everyone, if there is hardship that prevents you from doing either of these, talk to Karen Lamphere, our president, or to Reverend Justine, and they will try to make other arrangements so that you are also able to participate. But as many of you as possible, please be part of this, either here in person or online on February 8th. And between now and then, we will be putting together a report to your board and to Reverend Justine, summarizing what we have heard in the congregational conversations. You will also be able to review that before the February 8th meeting. So thank you very much.
Lay ministers are available following the service to offer a listening presence. If you have a joy or a sorrow you'd like to share, you can do that with our lay minister this morning. That is Mary Ann. She's there with the yellow stole. We also have, following worship this morning, a campus tour led by Liz Jones. Liz is right there. If you would like to see some of the many beautiful gems of this campus, you can meet Liz right up here after the postlude.
Good morning. I'm Dave. I'm Dave Hunt. I think most of you know me as leader of our Sustainable future team, I am inviting you to participate in a special campus visioning workshop next Sunday after Sunday services. I'm sure that most all of you are aware that our church community is taking time to think deeply about who we are, who we want to be, and how our Hillcrest campus can best serve our mission and values. Your experience, ideas, and input are essential to our sustainable future. At this workshop next Sunday, you will be invited to visit several locations around the campus, and at each location you will learn about how the space is currently used, deferred maintenance issues, and the potential to upgrade or redevelop that space. You will be invited to ask and suggest how each space could best serve our current and future needs. And there will be snacks. We don't want you to participate in a hungry manner. An online version of this workshop will also be made available so that folks who aren't able to participate next week can still offer their input. So thank you. Your participation is important and needed. Please plan to join us. Bring your love for this church, an open mind, and your hopes and dreams for our future. Thank you.
One of the ways we act on our values as Unitarian Universalists is through our generosity offering. This month, our generosity offering will go to support our South Bay Food Pantry. Our pantry serves about 600 families each week. We welcome everyone, no questions asked. It has become a lifeline for people experiencing food insecurity. It is especially important during these difficult times when there are plans to take away SNAP benefits from all who are non-citizens in the coming weeks. But more than that, our pantry has become a community. We build relationships, and not only for the clients, but for the volunteers as well, volunteers from both the church and the community of Chula Vista. It is with great joy that clients and volunteers greet each other every week. We have seen our volunteers flourish and grow their skills as they step up and take on various leadership roles in the many different tasks of operating the pantry. Your support not only helps keep us providing vital nourishment to people in need, but helps build strong bonds between the church and the community. The offering will now be gratefully accepted.
Do many of you use your phone, the Text to Give app, to make your offering? I do that, and I thought, I hope they don't think I'm like checking my email, sitting up here on my phone. In this season of hope, we pray for peace. Peace in our hearts, peace in our homes, peace in Chicago, where immigrants or those who look like they might be immigrants have been grabbed off the street and held in cramped and filthy spaces, and where those protesting such treatment have been roughly handled by law enforcement. In New Orleans and Memphis and DC, cities that are being occupied by National Guard troops who probably do not want to be there. Cities where tensions are high and disaster seems just moments or one misunderstanding away. And in Minneapolis, where beloveds from Somalia, having fled horrible violence, are now being subjected to harassment and worse. Oh, we pray for peace. We pray for peace in Gaza, where suffering and violence continue. Jewish people have suffered greatly for many, countless generations, and that trauma has been weaponized and manipulated by their own elected leaders to justify behavior that cannot be justified. But for now, let us agree that we must see one another's humanity and stop the bombing of innocent civilians. In the Caribbean, small vessels being targeted by missiles under false pretenses and with total disregard for the rule of law and for the preciousness of those lives now lost. And in so many other parts of the world, humans turning on one another over greed, over a lust for power, when all that is required for us to live well is to share the abundance of this beautiful planet with our fellow beings. For this we pray. For generosity and wisdom and love, we pray. For peace, we pray. Circle round for freedom. Circle round for peace. For all of us in prison. Circle for release. Circle for the planet. Circle for each soul. For the children of children. Keep the circle.
We'll remain seated to sing the meditation song, Rising Green. My blood doth rise in the roots of yon oak. Her sap doth rise.
Hi, I'm Kate Webb, and I'm a grateful longtime member of this congregation. And it's a challenge for me to sketch out and describe what 22 years in the Jewel Tone's given us and has given me. But here's my attempt. To start, a little history. In 2003, during rehearsal for A Christmas Carol with Looking Glass Theater, I didn't realize how my life would change. In Bard Hall, I watched Andrea teaching the Victorian carolers. She invited me to sing with them. I shyly replied, "I haven't sung in a choir since elementary school." Andrea slyly replied, "Just be an alternate." Then later she said, "We need you." Walking down the aisles of the meeting house singing a cappella was terrifying, except that most of the other singers felt similarly. We shared our bundled nerves, but soon we discovered how much we loved singing together. We went room to room. At the end of the play, most of us decided to continue singing as a group. I worked for San Diego Hospice at the time and knew our patients would love to be sung to. We went room to room singing. Just after singing Silent Night, a patient who had not stirred arose from her bed and said, "Now sing it again, more quietly." We learned from her that she had been an opera singer and was especially moved. She continued directing us. She singled out the gifted young teen singers, urging them to continue singing and train for professional performance. We continued singing together in various settings, at the fire station, in homes, in hospitals, for Dining for Dollars, the LGBTQ Center, ordinations, the county administration building, on the Berkeley boat, concerts, and finally, performing for our two beloved congregations here at First Church and at South Bay. Personally, we've grown into a family. For several years, we've had parents and children, as well as married partners in our group. We've felt proud of our diversity. Several of us have been involved in justice work and at protests and at volunteering in our pantry. 2 members became ordained UU ministers. At times, we performed as the half tones, half of us singing together, and as the semitones, 3 to 6 of us singing. We've shared meals together, shared life transitions, shared losses and celebrations. We've laughed and shed tears together. Personally, I have grown through the Jewel Tones as well. I have a circle of support of lifelong friends. I was terrified of performing, especially singing. Because of our group, I was able to lead groups of homeless women chanting and singing. I was able to sing protest songs at the marches. I'm happy to know we will continue our singing visits, which is now how we started, and protest singing with new members. Perhaps some of you will join us. I am deeply grateful for the many gifts bestowed upon me as a part of this group, and to you, Andrea, for your direction and a friendship which I cherish.
Jewel Tones, your friendship and your dedication are gifts beyond measure. Thank you for everything you have shared with the church and with each other and with me. Kate mentioned that we began as part of Looking Glass Theater's production of The Christmas Carol. Looking Glass was started by Kay Furrer and Ellie Stein in the mid-'80s. I was a young teen, and that theater became a place where I felt alive and capable. It also showed me how wonderful and needed a multi-generational community can be. The actors in that first show ranged in age from 3 to 83. I think the 3-year-old is here today, a little older now. Kay pushed her performers hard, but she also found a part in her productions for every single person who auditioned. Sometimes it was a big cast. As I grew up, Kay encouraged me and mentored me. When I considered moving away to graduate school in Boston, I didn't know if I could afford it. She offered to send me what she could, $25 a month, until I graduated. I didn't end up going, but I never forgot the generosity of that. When I returned from college, she made me her musical director and even let me direct a play of my own. One day we had a conversation about performance and performers. I had grown up in the UU Church, surrounded by an ethic of service and social justice, and I was concerned that the classic musicals we were doing didn't serve any larger purpose. At the same time, we were having trouble with the reliability of some of our volunteer actors. Kay said to me, "We aren't just putting on shows to entertain people. This is a ministry. We are providing a place for people to create something together, play together, have somewhere to go, and something to look forward to." I had studied music in college, theater also, but I had never thought about it as a service to the performers themselves as well as to the audience. Why do people always say that their fellow performers are like family? Because they rely on each other, work closely together, spend their free time together. After that, I began to think differently about what it means to lead an ensemble. That conversation with Kay shaped who I am as a choir director. So after Christmas Carol ended, our group started to rehearse other music together and sang in a couple of services. And then Ken Herman, the director of music, offered me a job if I would prepare the choir to sing regularly in church and also take the children's choir. At the same time, I was working with Summit UU as their music director. You can imagine there was a lot of complicated scheduling. In our first few years, we started a tradition of caroling on Christmas Eve. Instead of singing in church, we went to places where people might need some music to get through the evening. We spent Christmas Eve at a police station as the entertainment, a resource center, a library, and a hospice. One year we sang in the local firehouse. The firefighters were having a potluck with their families and gave us cookies between songs. We got through 3 or 4 songs, and then they were called away to an emergency, so we walked down the street and sang to whoever we could find. Before or after caroling, we'd sometimes have Christmas Eve together in a local place. One year, we had a cake with candles in the restaurant because one of our younger singers had a birthday. As she leaned over to blow out the candles, her hair caught fire. It was quickly put out, she was fine, but it made for a memorable evening. As a group, we've celebrated and sung for each other's birthdays and anniversaries, adoptions, weddings, and more. We sang at the courthouse in support of marriage equality. We took a field trip to Pasadena to sing at the UU Church, where one of our members was doing his ministerial internship. Church members have hired us to sing at their events, and then we would vote on what charity to donate our fees to. One of us got a speeding ticket on the way to a singing gig at a congregant's home. We probably should have given the fee to her. Once in the first or second year we were together, we sang outside at a Thanksgiving banquet for AIDS patients and their families. One of our songs was Yellow Submarine, And because we were outside and it was windy, we couldn't hear each other, and the song fell entirely apart. For a long time afterward, if anyone mentioned Yellow Submarine, there were loud groans. We never performed it again. Several years ago, we started doing singing visits, singing in the homes of, or hospital rooms of people who are very ill, or on the threshold between life and death. This work is sometimes called threshold singing, but we call it comfort choir, and sing in a somewhat wider variety of circumstances. This is something I feel particularly called to do. Often when we go to a singing visit, we expect to have something to offer and also to be sad. And sometimes we are sad, but we are also always honored and lifted, maybe, graced. Some of you might be wondering why Jewel Tones as a separate choir is ending. We love performing here for services, but there are other choirs here, good ones, equally skilled and dedicated. The comfort choir is something I feel called to do, and we need more time for that. There are also some other music ministries I hope to add into our community. Keep an eye on the window newsletter for in the next few months. So we'll keep on singing, just in different configurations. I want to thank you for all of the times you've said something kind to me or to my singers, all of the times you've smiled or closed your eyes or in any way taken in whatever we have to offer. Half the music is in the listening. Since I'm in the sermon spot, I thought I would wind up by trying to say something useful. And it strikes me that many of the instructions conductors give to musicians can be extrapolated to life in general. So, before I go, here are the top 5 things I say to my choir often. Listen to each other. Don't sing during the rest. Those moments of silence are the container and the contrast and the anticipation. Smile at the congregation and look up from your music. The notes are important, but so is the connection. Please practice your music at home. Confidence comes from practice. Really, practice is everything. Practice whatever habits and skills and ways of being are important to you. If you're like me, you might only manage to practice a few minutes at a time, but do it anyway and often. If you can, stand next to someone who sings a different part. The music sounds better when we mix. One more thing. At the end of a song, wait. Hold still. Take in the ringing of that last note. Let yourself feel that this particular piece is finished and you have done it with as much attention and dedication as you can. Be thankful for those who have made music with you and who have accepted your music. And then lower your hands and your pages and your racing heartbeat. Walk slowly away. Other pieces await.
And you thought you would just finish and then walk off, and no. Please come back, and would the Jewel Tones please come up and accompany your director. Well, my heart is very full in hearing these beautiful stories from Kate about the Jewel Tones and from Andrea about this powerful ministry that began with her receiving gifts of ministry and then offering them to the world. And so, Andrea, we're going to do something for you that you have been doing for us. We're going to serenade you. And so our closing hymn will be May Your Life Be as a Song, and we are sending this to Andrea. So you can stay seated if you wish, but let us sing with our hearts full of love and appreciation for our beloved Andrea. also a gift to receive. It's a gift to let yourself experience appreciation. So thank you for modeling that for us as well. I close this morning with words from the Reverend Jan Richardson. I cannot tell you how the light comes, but that it does, that it will, that it works its way into the deepest dark that enfolds you. Though it may seem long ages in coming or arrive in a shape you did not foresee. And so may we this day turn ourselves toward it. May we lift our faces to let it find us. May we bend our bodies to follow the arc it makes. May we open and open more and open still to the blessed light that comes. May it be so. Blessed be.